library!
The MOURNFANC Cavalry are arguably the heaviest of their kind, with the ogre kingdoms utilizing them to brutal effect as a powerful shock force that can literally mow down an entire enemy formation in a great thunderous charge. It is this bold resilience that attracts ogres to Mournfangs, for it is hard not to respect an animal that will continue to bite and slash even when its brain has ceased to function. Ogres have tried to capture and break the beasts for mounts since they first encountered the Mournfangs way back in history, although for centuries every attempt ended in death or crippling injury for the ogre. Over the years it has become a sort of rite of ogrehood, as young aspirants head up the mountains in their attempts to capture one of the savage beasts. Few survive the brutal encounter, for the Mournfangs are strong enough to take down any ogre bull. But such are the rewards for claiming these mighty beasts that many still continue this fatal tradition, even at the cost of many lives. High up on the slopes of the Mountains of Mourn lives a cave-dwelling beast that has always attached the attention of the ogres: the Mournfang. Aggressive predators that resemble a blend between the shaggy rhinoxen and the ferocious saber-tusk. Mournfang packs are led by the largest of their kind, and working together they can hunt and kill anything that lives in that harsh domain. Mournfangs have a notorious tenacity that makes even the most powerful of creatures think twice about confronting them. Ogres' tales tell of defiant Mournfangs blocking cave entrances or refusing to give ground, and every tribe has a story about a beast continuing to fight long after drawing its last breath. Mightily built beasts, almost hunched with their own coiled muscles, Mournfangs are straightforward hunters. Upon spying their prey, they prefer to charge their quarry, hurtling forward themselves and pouncing at maximum velocity. The impact of such strikes alone can snap a full-grown ogre in two. Once engaged, a Mournfang will use its ripping claws and powerful jaws to savage its victim. Working together, a pack of Mournfangs can hunt and kill anything that lives in that harsh domain, and even whole ogre tribes have retreated before a hungry pack. Their toughened hides and thick matted fur make them incredibly resilient, but it is their relentless nature that inspired countless tales. It is said that a Mournfang, even when slain, will not relax its bite, but will continue to hold on in a death grip. Woe to anything that crosses paths with a hungry hunting pack. It was one ogre by the name of Rollgut Hamfists' discovery of the leadership challenges amongst the Mournfang packs that led to the first successful capture. In battles reminiscent of tyrant challenges in the Moorpit, the largest Mournfangs engage in their own violent fights to claim the pack's alpha position. Their bloody and protracted contests result in the death of the losing beast, as even those bad-tempered hulks of muscle and matted hair can bleed to death. The victor will be exhausted and have lost a lot of blood as a result of the fight. As Rollgut discovered, this was in fact the best time for an ogre to vault onto a Mournfang's back. If the ogre could hold on during the wild ride that followed, it could remain atop the beast until it passed out from blood loss and exertion. From then on, the groggy Mournfang would finally come to and concede to its new master. Ogres that fall off during the violent rodeo are of course gored and eaten by their quarry. For successful aspirants, there follows a period in which the would-be Mournfang rider must remain strong in the saddle at all times, steering the beast with his club. The Mournfang, its walnut-sized brain addled by the repeated blows, finally becomes fully accustomed to bearing a rider. Once a Mournfang has been broken in this manner, it is nearly possible to domesticate it, and the great beast must live and travel with the ogre tribe. Mournfang in such captivity do not breed, however, so ogres must still climb the mountains to seek out Mournfang packs in the midst of their own leadership challenges, and the race of these domesticated Mournfang will forever remain wild and untouched by selective breeding. There is a fortune to be made as a mercenary for any young ogre with his own Mournfang, of course, and every spring a few stout lads from the upper slopes will join together and sell their services as the heaviest shock cavalry in the known world. Powered by thick haunches of purest muscle, Mournfangs surge towards the foe at a speed faster than their muscle-bulked frames would suggest, not slowed in the least by the large ogre or saddle atop its hairy back. Protected by thick skin and coarse shaggy hair, enemy arrows bounce off the oncoming beast, or ping off the ogre's armor as harmless as hailstones. When they do smash into an enemy, the powerful Mournfangs chomp, slash, and stamp the foe whilst the ogres lay about them, swinging ponderous clubs to bludgeon the foe. The results are devastating, with the fallen not just slain, but utterly pulverized, pounded into the bloody ground by a profusion of deadly blows. Although whole units of Mournfang cavalry can usually secure the victory of any battle that they are engaged in, these brutes and their gigantic steeds do not come cheap, and the tyrants or paymasters of the victorious side often notice a profound feeling of loss when the spoils of war are shared out to these gigantic cataphracts.